What up, Telly Time? How y'all doing? Hope you guys doing good. So I've been asked to talk about chord shapes. I had a message about, hey man, what are you talking about when you talk about chord shapes? Well, I'm talking about playing out of a chord shape. Let's take A, for example, the key of A. Let's do a cowboy A chord. Everybody knows that chord, right? Cowboy A. So that's a chord shape that we're going to play out of. So we can play this, and we can take this same chord and move it a half a step, that right there, and add the A note, because here we're playing the A note open. So we're going to move this whole chord up a step, or half step. See how that grabbed that A note there? We moved up to B flat. That's the A shape. We're playing B flat, but we're playing out of the A shape because that's the A shape. Then we move it up. There's a B flat. And you can play out of that. You can chicken pick. Or we can move it up to C. So we just moved it from B flat up a whole step to C. So you can play that whole thing. You got this area right here and you're playing out of the A shape. So it works all the way up the neck. I can do the same thing here. This is D. A shape. Move up to E, a full step. There's still your A shape, right? F, half step. If you will learn those chord shapes, you've got like A, you've got E. So if we play the E, so if we do this, there's your cowboy E, right? So if we just move that up a half step and bring your E to here, that's an F, right? There's a G, bar chord G. Sorry, there it is. A. And you can play on that. You can play all those chord shapes, and that's what I'm talking about. It's not really hard. It's just learning to, if you want to learn to play guitar, really, and your cluck, I get asked this again. Your cluck comes from those two middle fingers, this, versus your pick. Here's your fingers again. So that's how you get that cluck sound too. But if you'll just start with the A shape, don't worry about any other shape, just the A. Move up half step, that's B flat, half step is B, half step is C, half step is C sharp, half step is D, half step D sharp, and it's E. I think if you work on stuff like that, I think that'll really help you. Also, you got to know your major and your minor scale, which I'm sure you got to do. We're going back to the A shape. C, D, E. See how it all lays out the same? You're just going up a half step or a full step, depending on what key you want to be in. That's kind of how it all ties together, and you get all these chord shapes going, like E, you got D, you got G, you got all those chord shapes you can work out of, and if you'll work on that and start with the A shape first. Go to B. B flat, and then go to B. C. You'll start seeing these blocks and and how they, like take C. see how they all kind of just, you can kind of put them together and you can see little blocks of how they connect when you're playing. If you apply to that chord shape, if you just work on that H shape, you know, C, D, E, that will really help you with playing guitar and playing rides, and you know, whether you're chicken picking or you're playing rock, whatever, you've got that can work in any, really, in the genre of music. Really, I mean, it works great in country for sure, because that's what I really do. And I get asked that. I got asked that the other day, man. What do you mean by chord shapes? And I said, all right, here, I'll do a video, and this is what I'm doing. So it's just an A chord, B flat, C, D, E flat or D sharp. That's what a lot of chicken pickers do. They're playing out those chord shapes and the Cage system, or whatever you want to call it. I just call it chord shapes because you can play out of a D9, E9, C9, you know, you can take those chords and break them down, and you can learn a lot of cool licks, and it will teach you a lot about the neck, how to connect the dots. And when I say the dots, connecting D to this D, to this D, to this D, you know, to connect the dots all over the neck. It will really, really help you. So I suggest you try it, man. Start with the A shape again. There it is. A little out of tune, but then you just bring it up. There's an A shape. That A's open, but when we slide it up half a step, we have to grab it right there with that index finger. There's your C. There's your D. There's your E. Or, yeah, E. That's so cool. If you work on that, your playing will go to another level. If you don't know, if you're not playing out of that Cage system or chord shapes, whatever you want to call it. Again, I call it chord shapes, but call it whatever you want to, but it works all the same. Work on that. If you got any questions, put them down in the comments, man. I'd love to touch more on this, and I will, because I really think this is important to guitar players that are wanting to get to a different level and get in a different tone and all that stuff. A lot of that comes from where you are on the neck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a comment. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know if this helps you, man. I really, if it helps you, I'm really going to do, you know, touch in on this more. And I've had more questions about the number system, the Nashville number system. We'll work on that too, to put a video on that again. And hope you guys are having a great day. Later on, God bless. Turn it up, play loud, y'all. Woohoo!